So, for the second month in a row, Ilkay Gündoğan is the Premier League Player of the Month, and in this video today we're going to try out his brand new 88 rated item. If you need to get your hands on some coins to improve your ultimate team, then check out the link in the description, igvault.com, and if you use the code Kieran at checkout, you'll get yourself a pretty nice discount. So, to get this card in your club, you do have to submit 2 SBCs. The first one is an 80 overall with a Manchester City player, and the second is an 84 rated squad with at least one Premier League item. So for the first one, pretty much you can do what you want as long as you put a Manchester City player in at some point. I have just gone for a Bundesliga themed side full of untradables, and that will complete that one. And then for the second SBC, it's a bit more complicated. We've got to actually hit a rating quota. I've gone for a pretty much Premier League side down the right. We've also got a Bundesliga goalkeeper and a bit of Liga NOS action in the bottom left corner. And then you put that all together and you get yourself an 88 rated Gündoğan. So here he is coming into the club. Pretty nice card, judging by the face stats. His dribbling and passing look brilliant. So this is the side Gündoğan is going to be in. It's a pretty boring Premier League team, to be honest, but we are on my second account, so I couldn't do anything too crazy. Anyway, this is the item. 4-star, high, medium work rates, and nothing really to discuss in terms of player traits. Now, in terms of in-game stats, his card actually looks really nice. I wouldn't say there's many things that particularly stand out massively, but just in general, it's a nice card with plenty of green attributes. One attribute that does worry me a bit is the 78 stamina, because he's a centre mid and that is not ideal, but there are some positive stats across the board. He's got really nice ball control of 93 and also pretty good composure of 92. In the passing section we can see he's got pretty elite short passing of 93, nice long passing of 90 and pretty good vision of 91. And also in the shooting section it's good to note that he does have nice shot power, so if the chance does come, hopefully we can convert. His pace isn't anything too special, and nor is his defending, so the chem style we're going to use on this guy might seem pretty obvious to some of you. So let's have a look at how chemistry styles do affect this item. With a basic, he's actually a 92 rated centre mid, which is pretty cool, but I think you guys all know we are probably going to be looking at either anchor or shadow for this item. Just in terms of what it'll do for him in game is the big positive, because that pace boost is just so useful. Fair enough, he's not as good, you know, as well rounded in terms of in-game rating, but the pace boost is just obviously so beneficial for FIFA gameplay. So for Gundo's debut, we are actually up against a pretty standard Premier League side, so the game's probably going to be pretty even. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Nice disposition early on for the German. Firmino finds Gündoğan, who slides that ball through nicely for Rodrigo, who gets the shot away, should have scored, and maybe does on the rebound. He does exactly that. There's a chance then for Gündoğan. Very nice pass out wide to Van Aanholt. Options in the box are pretty limited there. Can we actually make the most of that though? We almost do. And Firmino's... I wanted a volley there, to be honest, but whatever, is what it is. Oh, nice block there, Gundo. He's fell over there. Done well to stay on his feet there. Still going. Just done actually really well to come away with that. And now there actually is a chance on, as Gündoğan brings us forward. Ball comes on the inside. Chance for Rodrigo, and what a finish that is from the Spaniard. Great assist from the German too. Oh, Gündoğan. Done well. Oh, he's sliding in everywhere. Can we get to that? No, sadly not. I was hoping to get a finesse shot away there, but wasn't to be. Okay, half time then. We are 2 goals to the good. Not a bad opening display at all. The problem is the formation we are using. It's glitched in a way, because like Firmino and Gündoğan are swapping positions like all the time, but that's not like a position thing between these two. That's just something that happens with this formation. Unfortunately, it's actually happened for a couple of years. Anyway, solid half, and hopefully we can get some more goals in the second 45. Gonna link up nicely with Rodrigo is what we're gonna do. Oh, that pass was not aimed there in the slightest. I actually wanted the return ball for Rodrigo. Gündoğan drifts into some space, puts the ball through for Timo Werner. It's a good ball as well. Can we dink that inside? Sadly not. And that will be the full-time whistle. We get ourselves a pretty nice 3-2 win for Gündoğan's debut. Yeah, solid performance. He was definitely tired towards the end of the game. I think you could see that. But I liked his passing a lot. He felt nice on the ball. And yeah, just a solid performance. So let's move on. It looks to be a much tougher test heading into the next outing, as my opponent's got a bunch of icons and he's also got that brand new flashback Joe Hart in between the sticks. Gundogan with a chance to come forward now. Spreads the ball out wide to Reece James, who puts the ball across the box, but that's got a bit too much on it, and Werner's not getting on the end of that. Indeed, slides it into Gundogan, who's now looking for a runner. If Timo could make... Why didn't Timo Werner make a run there? I was pressing L1 for him to do so, but this is what it is, and now there's a chance for Rodrigo, and eventually, to be fair, it all worked out well, because we get the goal. Nice tackle there by Gundo, just to dispossess Rooney, made that look quite easy. Chance to break now. Defence into attack. If we can find the right pass. Oh, got a bit fortunate with that one. And there is half-time. So we head in at the break with a 2-1 lead. It's been a fairly close game, to be honest, but we are currently coming out on top. Just need to be a bit more clinical with our chances, and we should be good. Nice tackle there by Gundogan, caught in possession. And now possibly a chance if we can get on the end of that. Oh, good chance. Good chance as well. Can we get the shot away? Yes, we can. Great finish. What happened there? Did his defender block his goalkeeper or something? Gundo now have an opportunity to put the ball through, and he's done so successfully to Rodrigo. The angle is not favourable though, and I've tried to come back inside, and to be honest, I've absolutely bottled the chance. Gundogan distributes nicely to the far side. Reece James will keep that in. Now delivers into the box, and sadly that has bounced off our own player, but somehow we are keeping possession. Gundogan in space himself, takes off the shot. Sadly, that was a pretty low percentage chance, but I just thought I had to go for it. And there is full time. The game ends in a 4-4 scoreline. Was a fun game, to be fair. It was very back and forth. We had the lead, he had the lead, and then he pulled it back. But yeah, not too bad. No goals or assists for Gundogan directly, but in that game, as you saw in the footage, he was involved in the build-up to some attacks, and ultimately, that's the job of a centre mid. If he was playing as a cam, I definitely would expect more direct assists, but because he's playing centre mid, the fact that he's contributing a little towards the more central areas of the field, I'm happy with. So, after a few outings with the 88 rated Ilkay Gündoğan Player of the Month card, what are my thoughts on the item? It's a good centre mid card, but I think that's about it. I don't think it's an elite card, and I don't think it's a card that everyone should be rushing to get done, but it's certainly a usable item, and it does a pretty good job in the centre mid role. Would I use this guy as a cam? No, I just think there are so many better cam options. Would I use him as a CDM? Pretty much the same. Could certainly do a good job in the role of box-to-box CDM, but I wouldn't use him as a stay back while attacking one. The Shadow Chem style is definitely needed on the item. That pace boost is just so key to this item in my opinion. So a couple of things right there. Now, instantly, let's discuss some of the positives. I think his passing's really good. He's a very, very good distributor of the ball, whether it be over short or long distances. And I also think his crossing is up to a really nice standard as well. So I was happy with that. I also thought on the ball, he felt quite nice, really good dribbling. His agility, I actually felt better than his stats suggest in game. He's only got 82 agility, but I actually thought on the ball he felt really, really nice. Good ball control as well, and turns well with possession. Now, let's discuss the negative of this item, and it's the main one, and it's pretty obvious. It's the stamina, and I highlighted it at the start when I first saw it, and ultimately, as predicted, 78 stamina on a centre mid just isn't good enough, especially in this year's game, where you do have to sometimes put pressure on people to get the ball off them, and ultimately, that's where Gündoğan can come a bit unstuck, especially in the second half of matches. So, yeah, if you're going to use this guy, you're definitely going to want to have a midfielder on the bench to bring on for late game. But other than that, there wasn't really anything too stand out about the card. In terms of shooting, I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, especially with the way Gündoğan's been scoring goals in the Premier League this year. I felt they could have given a bigger shooting upgrade. His shooting was okay for a mid, but I won't lie, I thought it would be a bit better. Quite a few of his shots went a bit wayward for me, which I found surprising. I'd tap the finesse shot, and the shot would go wide, which was a bit frustrating. His pace, as I say, was alright, but the Shadow Chem style is definitely helpful, and positionally he felt fine to me. Joined in with attacks nicely, and also sat back when I needed him to. So all in all, as I say, a solid centre mid item, but ultimately not a brilliant card, and 90k, like, if you can, like, do it with untradeable, sure, go for it, but I wouldn't really spend coins to get this item, just because of how Ultimate Team works. These kind of cards just really are not a premium item. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the 88 rated second Player of the Month Gundogan. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on the card, subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you